Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back into another video. Today's video is about the new patch that just got showcased today. You do have the patch notes, but I also collected a couple of video samples here and there, and I want to show you guys and also explain what's pretty much in the patch notes, okay? Some of you are not even going to bother trying to read some of these things. Some of you are not even, you just don't have the patience to come in here and read so much. So I'm going to try to put this as easy and simple as possible for you guys, while also showing you a couple of videos on, so you can see sort of how it's going to work and what it is, the visuals for a lot of these things, including skins. So let's start off with the big thing, which is the champion, Yagorath. Yes, this champion has already been teased throughout this entire week, or more even, because if you listen to Vora's voice lines, you can see this, like, voice in the back, and that's Yagorath. Now, there is, however, a trailer for her. I'm not really going to play it here because, I mean, there's no necessity. That video has been played countless times now. I'll leave the link in the description, however, if you guys want to see that. All right. But I will show you gameplay of her, which that's important. Okay. So let's go and scroll down straight away. She's got frontline and she has 6,500 HP at base. But this is not the only HP that she has, and I'll explain why. Her first thing here, her main fire, is like a acid fire of, you spray acid. That's the easiest way to describe it, and it leaves pools in the ground. You can have up to 6 pools of these. They will create like these little circles that will constantly do damage over every 0.1 seconds, like 48 damage. All right, so it's right there, 48 damage every 0.1 seconds, and if you hit the ground, it will create this pool that it will last for like 4 seconds. Each pool, you can only have 6 put up in there. And it's obvious, if the enemy stands in there, they're going to take damage over time. Now, there's another thing here, but we'll go back into that. Let's just go into our alternative fire, which is the Piercing Quill. And this pretty much sends like these teeth, I would say, like these little blades, but they explode. So, and you can see this because when playing with Yagorath, and I can show you this right here, when playing with Yagorath, your view is from inside the mouth. This is the secondary fire I'm talking about. You fire these teeth or whatever it is, and this is the acid pool right there. And you fire those teeth and they also explode. So she has a lot of AoE, which is pretty crazy. Her view, her first-person view, is from inside of the mouth, which is awesome, completely different. And since we're talking about different, did you know that this champion actually does not have a horse? You do not go on a horse with it, and very simply because her first ability, actually, because we were talking about the alternative fire and the main fire, is actually a roll. You roll, all right, through the map, and actually really fast. The more that you roll, the faster you will roll, by the way. We actually have that here, if I can find it right here, and here it is. No, this is the ultimate. This is that. There we go.
Probably the most fun I have with this champion. I mean, there's a lot going on.
So it spins around like a donut, okay? And then it has an extra ability that it will allow you to speed even more. So it shortly gives you a momentum of speed, and it allows you to do damage, but only when you use that overdrive, that speed momentum ability. If you're just spinning around, it doesn't do any damage whatsoever, and players can still block you from moving, so you gotta be careful. There's extra fires when in this mode, but we'll explain that after I talk about Harden, which is the 4th ability on her base mode, because this champion cannot move unless you go into that donut form that I literally just explained. You have no horse, so you use the donut form to move around. You stop in a spot, you do whatever you want to do. You attack, you have like 6,500 HP, so that's a lot. And then you can just start moving again. We don't know yet that, like, the cooldowns, because unfortunately they did not show them in the showcase, and they did not show them here either. We don't have access to PDS yet, so we're gonna have to wait for the cooldowns. But I assume there's some sort of like a small little cooldown, like 3, 4, 5 seconds or so, so you can switch between the donut form or just the standing still form. But to allow you to survive more, the standing still form has a Harden ability, which is what I was talking about. It will give you 25% damage reduction, and you'll basically, like, you're going to duck down for like 4 seconds, and then after this 4 seconds of charging, you'll explode. You can cancel this sooner, and pretty much the explosion will do less damage if you exploded too soon. But if you let it charge to the maximum for those 4 seconds, you can deal up to 1,100 damage. And this will hit multiple people. So this is pretty powerful. You cannot be stunned while doing this. I believe I can also find here some gameplay of that specifically. So there it is. She ducks down and then, oh my gosh, boom, 1,100 damage right there. So this means that anyone around it will take this damage. 4 seconds may seem like a lot, but it's not actually that much, and you can cancel it at any given time. It will give you 25% damage reduction while you're on this stage, so you can use it to basically tank up against something really strong, like maybe an ultimate, let's say a Bomb King ultimate or something like this. Since you cannot be stunned, this definitely can be used especially to go against a Bomb King ultimate. It's just perfect. And there you go. So back into the donut form, shall we? You have extra abilities when doing this. One of them is leaving pools of acid. 5 acid pools that you will drop while you're rolling. You're rolling and you can drop the acid on the ground. But this acts like an ability, so I'm assuming that it has some sort of a cooldown as well. Alright, each pool will deal 33 damage every 0.25 seconds, and it will slow down people, alright? So these are not the exact same thing, because the main one actually has a resource bar. Okay, so you have to sort of like be careful how you use it. While this one is literally just like a, it's like, let's say like it's like Dredge, where you have your main fire and you have the broadside. It's almost the same thing. It has a little bit of difference, and one of them, you know, fires differently from the other. In this case, these holes of the acid are fired differently from the main acid. They even have different damage numbers, different amounts, and this one, for example, slows down people, the other one does not, you know, so there you go. Now, for the alternative fire, remember those little spears you shoot? While you're in your donut form, however, you'll be doing something a little bit different. You're actually going to use a sonar. Alright? Oh, I'm sorry, no, actually the sonar is for something else, for the Harden, but, well, let's speak about it. The sonar is together with the Harden ability, the one where you explode. If you're in donut form, instead of hardening, because you cannot do that while moving around, you actually have a sonar that will allow you to see. It will send like 5 pulses and see through walls where the enemies are, and it will reveal them to you and your team. Okay, it probably has a cooldown as well. But back into the spears that you throw, what can you do while doing the roll? Well, this is the overcharge, the acceleration form, the one where you speed in, but if you hit somebody, you actually do damage. So it's almost like Juggernaut's ROM ability. So charge forward for 4 seconds, hitting an enemy will deal 500 damage and apply a knockback. Cannot be cancelled. So after you start speeding up, well, you're at your mercy. If you're going directly off the map, that's where you're going. That's it. Now, the ultimate, however, is probably the coolest thing that she has. And it also has a couple little things here that I want to talk about. But since I'm still waiting on her cooldowns and so on, I'm going to talk about overall about Yagorath when PDS opens, because I am pretty close. I'm pretty sure you can actually cancel some of her abilities with silencing, but we'll see that on PDS. Again, her ultimate is probably the most powerful thing that she has and most fun thing. It's awesome. When you go into your ult form, you'll have now a new health bar. This health bar is important because if it goes down before your ultimate is complete, you will be cancelled out of your ultimate. What does the ultimate do? you'll select auto-aim, with auto-aim, by the way, you have like a, you know, the Void Grip or the marks of Genos or the Corvus. It's almost like that. You select an enemy, and it will grab them, pull it towards you, and then you eat it. That's it. Now the thing is, this enemy is now completely damage immune and CC immune, so therefore you're the only person who's supposed to kill it. You will eat it, so therefore you'll kill it. But if this champion, or probably the enemy team will also be able to do it, if the enemy team is also able to shoot you down and just take away the 4000 HP that you just gained on this ultimate, well, then the ultimate will get cancelled and the person gets saved. I can also try to find here really quick.
Her team.
Okay, so here it is. Well. She's grabbing the Cassie,
the rest of her team is
pulls it in, and then
if your health is broken, the ult will break.
There goes the Cassie, okay? So this is what the ultimate does. It looks pretty damn cool. This entire champion looks so cool and new. It's just weird. Like, it's something so fresh for Paladins. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm not going to go through the cards and the talents, honestly. There's still a lot we still want to know about cooldowns and so on. So when PDS comes out, which I believe that could be by this week or like the weekend, I'm probably going to do a video about everything that you need to know about her, okay? So wait for that. Now let's go into the rest of the things that I wanted to show you. Their secondary skin, which, by the way, you can actually obtain it through the Season Pass, the new Season Pass 2021. You'll be able to obtain it. Now, I have one little thing to tell you. The champion, the skin does not look like this. This is the golden skin of Yagorath. Trust me, this does not look like it. We'll see when we get to PDS, but I'll guarantee you this is just because of the light and everything. It just looks different. It is not how it looks like. We also have the recolor that you can just easily buy with the gold or crystals, and well, that's pretty much it about Yagorath for now. Now, there is, however, the Abyssal Furia that everybody's been asking for so long, and even me. And we also have some gameplay of it right around here.
Colors and effects. Abyss is one of my favorite factions in our game. So I really think this skin. Yeah, see? Cameraman also agrees. Thank you.
Additional uncommon.
I'll do more than stare back at you.
Oh yeah, since I'm here, just pay attention to the background, because this map has got reworked. But I got a video about it, so I'm going to show you guys as well with that. But then again, back into it, this is the Furia, the Abyssal Furia. I'm not entirely sure what the name is. The Soul Stealer Furia skin, there you go. So we're going to have this on the Season Pass. Remember when the Season Pass 2019, 2020, where you would get the Legionnaire, I think it's Legionnaire, Victor skin and the mount that would go together with it? Well, this Season Pass, we're going to have the Abyssal Furia, and we're also going to have this Griffin, the Pyre Griffin, okay? The Season Pass will pretty much be actually money. You gotta have to pay for it, okay? And this is not by crystals. You cannot buy this with crystals. I don't know as of this moment the exact same price of it, but I know apparently that you will get 1,500 crystals with it immediately, and you'll also get an additional 10% crystals every time you purchase crystals throughout 2021. Adonis mentioned this on the stream, so for anyone who did not understand, imagine you purchase 1,000 crystals, you're gonna have 10% extra given to you if you have the Season Pass, okay? So there you go. Of course, as it's obvious, throughout the entire Season Pass, any champion that comes out, you'll have the champion, you'll have all the talents unlocked, you'll have the MVPs and the emotes unlocked, and including uncommon skins and the specific rare limited skins. Like, for example, this one is one of those skins. All right, so there you go. Pretty simple to understand Season Pass. This here is finally going to be available. If you don't know what this is the commendation frame for the commendations rewards. If you had 500 commendations, you will receive this frame, and it will be coming out together with Yagorath. We also have some avatars and sprays, nothing really too crazy, but we also have two skins, golden skins, Genos and Terminus. So there you go. If you didn't know this, back on the last time we had PDS, it pretty much was already there, just not obtainable, but we saw them. And for those that are not understanding, if there is a battle pass coming out with this champion or not, Well, let me explain. No, there's not. As of right now, yesterday, we had a patch. A patch finally went live, and it was the Pyre Battle Pass, where we had Koga, Khan, Leon, and even Genos skins of a Pyre, correct? Correct. So, what's going to happen is pretty simple. Yagorath is going to enter in the middle of this Battle Pass, alright? While you're still grinding for the Battle Pass, you're going to have a new champion coming up in the middle. But at the same time, we're going to have a new season. So yes, the new season is going to start in the middle of the Battle Pass. I know it sounds weird, but I mean, to be fair, the Battle Passes have nothing to do with seasons, so, there you go. So the new season will start, means that all the ranks will be taken away, and we're gonna have to restart it again. Of course, anyone who got their highest rank throughout the entire season 3 will have their frames specifically for that, and here they are. Okay, this is the gold, plat, diamond, master, and grandmaster frames. So if you finished on the highest on one of these ranks throughout the entire season, this is the frames you will receive. I know that some of you do not like them, and you think that they don't really look like frames, the ranked frames, but I'm not gonna lie, I actually like the frames, and as of right now, I'm gonna get this one. Who knows, maybe I can still get this one before Yagorath comes, which should be around like mid to end of February, okay, so watch out for that. Now, back into the other things. There's going to be 3 new chests. I really don't, unless you're looking for a specific one of these skins, I don't really think it's necessary for me to even be talking about them. All you need to know is that all of them will be costing 400 crystals, and they have a lot of skins inside of them. And if you want to know specifically which skins they are, I'll just leave the link in the description about the patch notes. Come down here, scroll down, and search for the skin that you're actually looking for, and you'll know, alright, where is the chance for you to get that skin you so much want. Okay, so there you go. Now, as I mentioned, new season, new rewards, and one of them is the Torvald skin, which so many people wanted. By the way, in this skin and this art, it looks like the skin is a little bit more into the blue style and like the winter style. He's like a Viking or whatever. But in game, it looks like a little bit more green. There's a lot of green aspects to the skin, but you'll see when we get to BDS. Either way, all right. If you win 100 matches, you'll get the skin. If you play only 100 matches, you'll get a title. And if you reach higher than Gold 5 or more, you will get the Season 4 loading frame. That will be awarded in 1 year from now, which is the end of Season 4. Okay, there you go. As for the split rewards, however, at playing 25 ranked matches, you'll get this avatar, which, by the way, this was actually done by Romanova. Really looking cool, I'm not gonna lie. And if you played 15 ranked matches, you'll get a gold chest. Okay, so there you go. There's also a map rework, which right now is not even mentioned here, but I'm gonna show you. And this is the one. I'm actually gonna take away the sound, okay, and I'm just gonna let it play here. Also wanted to explain it here, a tiny little thing about it. This map rework has already been sort of like teased to us in such a way where this was already in the work while the AOC won. The AOC from 2019, they saw this, okay? And I know this because when they did the video of the AOC actually going there to the Hire's headquarters, we saw them there playing the game in this map, and this ramp right there, and this map, and this ramp, both existed in the footage. I also saw the Pirate IO being played, and I did a video about it back in the day a long time ago. So there you go. The map got completely visually reworked, and it even had different stuff. Like, for example, that wall disappeared. We got this ramp. You got another ramp over there, here. All right, there's so much being changed here that it's just so awesome. It'll be a lot easier. It will not just be a sniper nest as we used to call it. It has a lot more green to it, which looks amazing. So there you go. This map is going to be reworked, and yes, this will be available on the PDS. All right, so if you go into the PDS and you want to see this, well, guess what? You're going to be able to see it. Also, if you want to see just one more different footage of the ultimate, unfortunately, Twitter kind of eats a little bit of the quality.
Your fight is futile. Submit to the maw.
There you go. This was actually sent by Brett Jackson. All of these people did amazing work, okay, about everything that Yagorath has to offer. I cannot express how happy I am with this champion. Honestly, I'm not even a tank main. So yeah, here's a scan for Torvald. They haven't seen it properly. I think they actually managed to play here with it on gameplay. They do have a little bit of gameplay here. So there you go.
Nobody can handle me. What we do this match will echo forever. Let's enjoy this, shall we?
Even hear some voice lines while we're at it.
Okay, so you can even see
Yes,
some voice
character.
lines.
So we got just kind of a rugged survivalist, right? Who you know, who is intelligent, right? He's done this work with the runes, but he also knows how to stay alive, knows how to make camp, make a fire, all that good stuff in the wild.
That's
I
the
absolutely love
nullifier
that
right there.
ability. Rollin, as usual, I feel like I say this every single time, that Rollin, as usual, killing it.
These were the college years for Torvald. That's what this was. These were his times, you know, playing on the Viking football team before he got old.
Looks pretty awesome.
Right.
I think they're also going to use the
Not
ultimate
really,
around
but-
here or something.
It's nice to see a young version of him. I think a lot of people have really been wanting to see like a different. As much as people love the whole grandpa theme, I think a lot of people really appreciate having like a totally different kind of version of this character.
Yeah, I think it's almost just a kind of a different take on.
All right, there you go. So yeah, there's the Torvald gameplay, and there you go. There's not really much more there that I have to show you here on this patch. There is balancing, but again, I'm not going to go through every single balancing. I can tell you one thing. IO did receive a massive nerf, which is she can no longer capture the point. So yeah, let's see how that works out. They may still change it, you know, make Luna do a little bit more than just what she does. I would not say put life link on it because that would be too much, you know, it would become a healing bot, so probably not. But most of the other changes are pretty good. I think Cassie dodge roll can still come back apparently because they buffed the cooldowns on that. They also buffed a little bit of Drogo's survivability so he can use they reduce the cooldown of the trust a little bit easier. Corvus got massive changes, including actually, this should be more of a bug fix than anything. His ultimate now can actually damage pets and illusions, which could not before, apparently. And it would make more sense that it would hit the pets and illusions, but now it does. Okay, so there you go. But they did change a lot of the things. I could go on and on about all the balance changes. Honestly, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave the link in the description if you guys want to go check out specific champions. But if there's a lot of people actually asking for it, I can go specifically through every single one of them. Or what I can do, and you guys just have to wait a little bit until PDS opens, is I can actually compare. I can open two clients and compare the live server to the PDS so you guys can see the differences. And I'll go through every single one of the changes. And all you need to do is just tell me you want to see it and I'll do it, okay? But that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about Yagorath. Do you think it's going to be cool? Remember, this champion does not use a horse, okay? It spins around the map. Like, it just rolls over the map. They see me rolling, and I'm not going to lie, this looks so cool. Especially the ultimate. I really want to eat people with Yagorath now. So, as for PDS date, I do not have a date yet. I'm sorry. But I assume that it would be either on the next few days or the weekend or probably next week. Either way, when it's up, just check my Twitch, check my YouTube, or even check my Twitter. I'll probably leave the notifications there. So pretty easy to see. I'm just going to be there. You know, I'll be there playing on PDS, so join me. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful time.